Hey everybody, so check out the new coop. The other coop is still with us, still have the 6 ladies in it, but today's a big day. We are ready to put the chicks on to pasture for full-time living. So they needed their own little space because we don't want them to get attacked by the big gals. And we want to make sure that they get used to their own coop, and introducing them immediately is not wise. So everybody needs their own space for a little bit. So they'll live in here for another maybe 5 weeks or so. And when they're of a good, huge size like the other ladies, then they can incorporate and everybody can peck it out. But hopefully it'll be a harmonious situation.
Ladies. And we're going to go ahead and keep them in the porter brooder. Or not keep them, rather we're going to have it available to them. That way they have something familiar for tonight. I know, I see. You already want out. You go ahead and get out. Just gonna put the wing nuts back on. Don't crowd. Ándale, ¿qué están haciendo? These wing nuts were a bad idea. Why is that? Because they're annoying. Yeah, they're annoying to put on. There you go. Alright, good job. Get that grass. There we go. Everybody can get out. Voila. I realize I say a lot. I say voila a lot on the camera. You have to calm that down. There, ladies, y'all get on out. Woo. Six, 8, 10. Missing a white one, the leghorn still.
Buenos dias, ladies. It's your first morning after your first night in your outdoor coop. All looks well, all are accounted for. It's the beginning of a new life. Buenos dias. It's the first morning out after your new neighbors. Very vocal. Very hungry, I guess. Enjoying some breakfast. See, their neighbors over here.
You had to get on top of.
She's probably the same one who busted out of her brooder and had to watch you build the coop. Ay, niñas.
Don't, my exception.
This video is so random.
You know.
It's our life.
That is. Chickens. They're a hoot. get out.
No. She's like, hey, let's go.
You can use my likeness for video.
As your parents, we own your chicken likeness rights.
What's going on? Hi. Stay in there.
Okay, so my garden, the fertilizer totally worked. Like, it's awesome. Now, the beets still struggling. I'll talk about them again another time. But everything else is doing really, really well. So I just got to maintain that. I am going to plant some more, create another garden. So I'll video that another time. But tonight, I wanted to make sure that I did a little natural pest control, because I have been finding gobs and gobs of caterpillars eating up my kale. And that we just can't have that, because I'm supposed to start harvesting that next week. So I've got my little concoction here. If it works, I'll tell you all about it and what's in it. It's very, very basic and very simple. But I don't want to tell you beforehand in case it doesn't work or something goes bad. Either way, I want to give a full report regardless afterwards. But fingers crossed, it's going to work well, because caterpillars no good. They're great for the chickens. And I would have filmed me picking caterpillars off earlier, but I gave them to my chickens and they were very, very happy. Well, people kept saying I needed more mulch for my garden, and so more mulch I have. I want to thank Grandpa for the great hookup of pine needles. He lives in East Texas, so he's got plenty, and he doesn't want them, so we gladly took them off his hands. I don't know who you're sassing, but you're on the wrong side of the fence, Missy Sue. Was it one of those days? Come on, let's go. Beep, 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 beep. Come on, don't get distracted. Come on. Beep, 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 beep. See, you're gonna miss out on dinner because you didn't get back inside. And look, Daddy's feeding everybody. See what happens when you misbehave? Daddy's coming after you now. Check it out! I've got my first bean flowers. I'm so excited. First flowers, and then the beans start to emerge from them. Okie dokie. Time for a very, very quick garden update and a little good news, bad news, per usual. But I'm a first-time gardener. I'm learning. So I'm taking it all in, and that way whatever isn't rocking will rock next time. Here we go. I have some very happy carrots. Rocking and rolling, gangbusters. Look how big they're getting. I'm super excited. Some awesome snap beans right next to them. Some more flowering, if y'all can see in there. Then we head on over to the pinto beans. These two are rocking and rolling. Very exciting. Check out my chard. What? This is the rainbow Swiss chard. As y'all can see, that fertilizer did its job. Be harvesting that in a bit. And this one, we're gonna come back to this because as you're gonna see on the kale, it's very similar. But we head on over. The beets are trying, but it is getting past season. So we will probably just harvest these for their greens because everybody needs more greens. But did want to show you, I don't know if y'all can see this right down there. That's a beet, like a real legit beet. So that one we might actually get a beet from. The rest we'll probably just get greens from. So see these, very immature, a little bit of sign of beetage, but they won't be anything worth eating beets for. So those I will give to the chickens because despite what the previous video showed, they did actually love the beets. They're not big on greens. Then I had planted some more snap beans over here. Looks like we might have a little weird bug issue thing going on here. Or no, that was the bean, my bad. It just hadn't fallen off. So they're coming along. And then down here, so this is the learning lesson. My kale was rocking and rolling. It was big and green and beautiful. The caterpillars, as we had noted before, really, like, see, look, here's a big one right there. We'll come back and get him in a minute. Really started to do a number. I did spray him with my special spray, and it worked well. A lot of bugs have disappeared, but the caterpillars are being persistent. So we'll see about that. We'll see what we can do. I don't want to have to constantly be spraying stuff, but I do want to treat these as naturally as possible. But if you see all these white spots, it's called a white spot. What? It's some sort of fungus. I forgot the exact name of it. So unfortunately, that took over my kale for a couple of reasons that I am told. It is partially past season, so I could have harvested these when they were big and beautiful about 5 days ago, but I didn't. I wanted to wait till they were a little bit bigger, but in that time they got sun scorched a little bit. So like this one's partly sun scorched, but the white spots, they start out small, like right here. Y'all can see that. Then they start joining and it just grows. So unfortunately, a lot of my kale is pretty useless to me now. But that's okay, like I said, it's a learning experience. So let's get that, where did we see that caterpillar? Do y'all remember? There he is. There he is, little caterpillar. You're mine. I know exactly where you're going. I know someone who would like you. So apparently there are natural ways I could start treating the fungus, like peroxide water solutions. The oils I had used for the pests, I do think it worked, and I actually sprayed all the plants, so I know that's not what did it. It was just timing and situation and up and down temps and all that good stuff. So I am gonna harvest what kale I can, see what it does, since it's almost out of season anyway. I have other plants that I would like to put in here, so I'm gonna do that. I've got other garden beds. I don't know if y'all noticed, but as I was taking it around, I have a whole bunch of that mulch that I've mentioned earlier. I'm so excited because they're like properly covered now, so the plants should, the soil should be protected in the summer as it gets hotter, which is great. And I guess that's it. Let's go feed this caterpillar to my chickens. Yeah. Little caterpillar here. I've got an interested friend. How's it going, ladies? I stick my hand through here now that the fence is off. Do you see? Do you see your caterpillar friend? Do you want it? Go ahead. Do you see him moving? I know one of you will. One of you big girls. Atta girl. Yum, yum. Sorry, I only have one. I know you don't care about the greens. Y'all pretend like you do, but you don't. So I was in here trying to start harvesting, and I found a bunch of these little things. Y'all see that? I don't know if the camera picks up the color, but they're a very deep dark green. So I'm thinking they're caterpillar eggs, which is not going to help my cause. So, yeah. If anybody knows of a tried true caterpillar deterrent, let me know. For now, they're going to become caviar for the chickens. You'll see that dirty side mirror there? Lots and lots of mess all over it. What could that be? Do you know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
And?
It's because a little cardinal has found the mirror and keeps on fighting itself in the mirror. So it sits right there on the edge of the truck, flies at the mirror, sits on the top, then goes right back, sits right there, flies at the mirror, sits on top, goes right back, and it just keeps on doing it over and over and over again.
So she's talking to herself in the mirror.
She's fighting herself in the mirror.
Fighting herself in the mirror. That's like next level crazy.